I hear the sound of the game loading, but it hasn't loaded yet. I feel fooled. Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on my channel. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. Today we are here in Oasis Springs and I'm going to be giving everybody in this neighborhood custom tattoos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up each family. I'm going to show you the process of me making their tattoos sped up, and then afterwards I'm going to talk a little bit about the tattoos. We're going to do that with every sim in this neighborhood, so I hope you guys enjoy the video. First up, we have Dina Caliente. Dina really strikes me as the type of person to say you don't put a bumper sticker on a Bentley or whatever that saying is. I think Kim Kardashian said that, but she very much strikes me as that type of person. But seeing as I'm doing this challenge, I decided to give her a little diamond behind her ear because she is very interested in money and very interested in wealth. I also decided to give her like a little alien head by her ankle because her twin sister Nina has the alien's little peace symbol. The first tattoo I actually designed in this game while I was playing around was like a little alien head and like a peace sign. So I thought it would be really cute seeing as the twins have alien heritage and it's kind of like a twin tattoo, sister tattoo. I thought it was really nice. The other tattoo I decided to give to Nina is two scorpions by her lower back. If I remember correctly, she is a Scorpio in The Sims 2, so I thought a scorpion would really work well, and I decided to do it at her lower back because it is more of an intimate position and she is a very romantic Sim, so I thought that suited it very well. Next up, we have Katrina Caliente. Now, when The Sims 4 was released, a lot of hardcore Sims fans was kind of upset by her existence because she has no lore in the game, and all of a sudden, now she's the twins' mother, so it didn't really make sense for Katrina to be in the game, so I decided to give her a little Among Us tattoo on her shoulder. There was kind of a joke in the Among Us community where Red is always the imposter, and Katrina Caliente definitely is an imposter, so I decided to do a little Among Us character on her shoulder. Lastly, for this household, we have Don Lothario, and I wanted to try and do a playing card. I wanted to do either the King of Hearts or the Ace of Hearts, something along those lines, but I knew a King design would be very difficult to do. It's already difficult for me to do these tattoos, and it would be even more difficult for me to try and draw a tiny little king inside of a playing card. So I just did a Hearts card. I also had trouble drawing an Ace, so it's just kind of like a Hearts card because he is also a romance sim, so I thought that could be a pretty cool idea. So over here we have the Landgrab family, and we're starting off with Joffrey Landgrab. I decided to do something very plain and very simple, seeing as he is in the secret agent career. I wanted to do like a kind of hidden simple Morse code type of thing, but I couldn't figure out how to do Morse code. So I tried to use Braille. Hopefully I did it right. I had to like look up pictures of like the Braille alphabet, and I tried to spell Sulsul on his arm because that means like hello in Simlish, and I thought that would be a cute little nod. So hopefully I got the Braille thing right, but I wanted something that looked a little bit more mysterious. Next up we have Nancy Landgrab, and I decided to do a dagger or a knife kind of going through a simoleon coin. The dagger didn't turn out the best. I will give it that. I think my Somalian coin looked pretty good. It is really big. It's very difficult for me to draw kind of like smaller things when it comes to this tattoo system, especially because you can't really like zoom in that much. So the coin's a little bit big, but I do kind of like her tattoo. The money is obviously because she's very wealthy, and the dagger might be because she's a bit ruthless. I don't know. I wanted to give her something representing wealth, but I didn't feel like it was enough, so that's why I also put the little dagger thing over there. I probably should have made it longer now looking back at it. Next up we have Malcolm Landgrab, and this is just kind of sad. I tried to draw dice, and I think the dice, no, I can't even say it turned out okay. It didn't turn out the best, but basically I wanted to draw dice that have snake eyes because I believe he's evil. So he has all this money, he's a little bit evil, so I thought kind of doing snake eyes was good. And instead of the snake eyes just being a 1 on the dice, I decided to try and draw actual snake eyes. That was my thought process behind this, but the dice don't look the best, and again they're like really huge because it was tricky to draw small things. So yeah, that's what I ended up doing for Malcolm. Lastly, for this family, we have Johnny Zest, and even though he's not directly a part of the Landgrab family, I believe he's supposed to be the long-lost son of Nancy and Joffrey that just decided to leave and follow his career in comedy or something ridiculous like that. Another sim that's not a part of the lore that the Sims 4 just decided to insert into the lore. Whatever. Because Johnny Zest is creative and he's a comedian, I wanted to kind of do those masks. I forgot exactly what you call it. But basically you have a mask that is the happy mask and then the sad mask, and I tried to mesh them together. That was a lot harder than I thought it would be. Honestly, I didn't think it would be as difficult as it ended up being. I edited out a lot of my tricky parts, so I think that alone just tells you how tricky it was. I do like the way the tattoo turned out. It is really big, but it's fine. He wears a shirt most of the time to cover it up, so we're okay with that. So lastly, we have the roomies household. Now, when I logged in, there was actually quite a funny bug where if you hover over Gavin Riches, I believe is his name, it shows up as Zoe Patel. So I thought that was really funny. I actually had Gavin selected, but for some reason Zoe popped up anyways. So that was a fun little glitch. Now, starting off with this family, we start off with Gavin Riches. And what I have done is just an absolute nightmare. I would not recommend getting this tattoo no matter what. It did not turn out well. Gavin Richards, he is more creative. I believe his lifetime want is to be a best-selling author or something. So I thought it would be pretty cool to try and draw a typewriter. It did not go well. I spent so much time trying to figure this out, and every time I tried, it just kept getting worse and worse. It kind of looks a bit like a printer. A very deformed printer that got beat up by a baseball bat. But that was kind of my thought behind it, was like this cool vintage typewriter. It didn't go too well, but I still stick to my guns. I think in theory it was a good idea, but the execution just wasn't there. Next up, we have Jay Huntington III, and this tattoo took me a lot longer than it should have. I wanted to kind of do like a lipstick mark on his chest. It was meant to be a lot smaller, but again, it's difficult for me to do small tattoos. It ended up being some pretty big lips. Like, these are some Botox lips that we have going on here. Again, he's very much like a flirty sim, kind of like that preppy vibes. So I just thought, you know, like all the girls are after him. Maybe he would like a lipstick stained tattoo just to kind of show off like, yeah, the girls want me. I don't know. He kind of gives me like that cocky vibe. So that's what I tried to do with his tattoo. So next up in the household, we have Mitchell, and Mitchell really much gives me kind of like surfer bro vibes, beach bro vibes. I think he actually is a bro. Like, one of his traits is actually a bro. So I tried to give him a very like relaxed tattoo. He already has a tattoo, if you can see, one of the pre-made tattoos. So I wanted to just give him a very simple tattoo, and this was very difficult to do with like the smallest brush. I kept making mistakes, but I think the lines are a bit wonky, a bit jagged, but other than that, I think it's a pretty okay tattoo. It's basically, I can't really do it. It's kind of like that shaka bra gesture I tried to give him. But yeah, I think it's interesting. The line work just isn't there, but that's how it is for most of my tattoos, so I'm okay with that. Lastly, for this video, we have Zoe Patel, and this tattoo, it's another one of those tattoos where I think it was really good in theory, but the execution just wasn't there. I believe she's cheerful, perhaps a little bit clumsy, and I think she's meant to be friend of the world. I don't entirely remember, but basically I just wanted something bright and happy and sunshines and sparkles. So I thought, hey, what's better than a rainbow butterfly with sparkles? Like, to me that made sense in my head until it actually came to drawing the butterfly. So the drawing of the butterfly was a bit of a nightmare. Again, I think the detail that I wanted to add to the butterfly just wasn't there, and so it just kind of didn't get to the point where I wanted it to get to, but that was the best I could come up with. And even though I tried using very bright colors, I think it got very washed down because I used some faded color over it. I don't know. I don't think I should have used that faded color, but I was too down the rabbit hole. So yeah, that's the tattoo Zoe ended up with. Right, so that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me give everyone in Oasis Springs custom tattoos. Some of them turned out okay, others not so much. I think probably my favorite one, I love the ideas of giving Nina and Dina the matching sister tattoos with the little aliens, but I don't think that turned out the best. I do like the way my scorpions turned out. They're a bit big, but I do like it, and I just really love the sassiness of giving Katrina Caliente the little imposter token. So I don't know, I think out of all of them, I think I did better with the Caliente household, but let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so that you're notified every time I post a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!